Andrew McCART, IFL TV. I'm here in Liverpool. Delighted to be joined by Mr. Cameron Vuong. Cameron, I didn't catch you yesterday, but got you today. Big fight week here in Liverpool with your stablemate Jack Catterall against Jorge Linares. But before we talk about that, I want to talk about you. You just made your debut, and I remember saying to you the first time I interviewed you was, you only get one debut, enjoy it, man. So did you enjoy it?
Loved it, mate. Loved every second. Enjoyed being under the lights, and it was good to make a start on such a big card. So big thanks to Eddie for putting us on a massive card like that. Big thanks to Sam Jones and all the team. But yeah, man, I was buzzing. Got off to a good start.
Great start. Sometimes these first round knockouts, these early knockouts, a coach and a manager don't really like that because they want you to get the rounds in, to get the feel for the pro ranks. You've still not really even felt what it's like to be hit with the 8-ounce gloves yet, or the 10-ounce gloves yet. 8-ounce gloves, aren't you? Yeah. 8-ounce gloves. So, I mean, Newcastle's you're out again on November 11th on the next gen card, Pat McCormack's card. What kind of opponent can we expect from you this time round?
We're having to step up. I can't say too much yet. But as good as it was on the 7th of October, I've watched it back a few times, and I know I can give even better than that. I think the better the opponents get, the better Cameron Vuong you'll see. But it was good to get off to a good start, and I'm looking on now to November 11th, Newcastle back home. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good night of boxing. It's massive for the North East.
Pat McCormack's big, huge step up for him, and only his fledgling career as a professional. I mean, this North East, you're just churning out competitive, great fighters. It just seems like every single generation is coming through the North East now. It seems like a redemption period for Newcastle, Sunderland, that North East area. Why is that? Why do you think that is?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you, but I think it's the best that the North East circuit's ever been, and I think Pat McCormack's flying the flag for North East boxing at the minute, and I think even before he turned professional, he was flying the flag for North East boxing anyway with what he was doing in the amateurs. And I know as a kid, me growing up, I looked up to people like Pat. Do you know what I mean? So it's good to be on his card. North East it's in a brilliant position at the minute. A lot of good fighters, a lot of hometown boys on the card. So it's going to be a good night for Newcastle.
Well, you're here on Fight Week for your stablemate Jack Catterall. I know you probably shared a good few rounds with him sparring in the lead up to this fight. Talk to me about how Sam Jones has been looking in this camp. How's Jack Catterall been looking in this camp?
He's been looking fantastic. He's razor sharp. He's ready to go now. I'm looking forward to seeing the performance he's going to put on Saturday night, because we've been having some unbelievable spars in the gym, and it's great learning for me just sharing the ring with someone like Jack, who really is undisputed world champion at the minute. Jorge just said it himself there, that Jack's undefeated fighter, because he is really. But yeah, he's looking razor sharp, and I'm excited, man. I can't wait. I feel like I'm just as excited for his than I was for mine. So I'm excited. It's going to be a good night of boxing, and also my other stablemate Akib Fiaz is on in a big fight. A lot of people are seeing that fight as a 50-50 fight. I don't really see it that way. I think Akib's going to put on a masterclass performance and shock a lot of people.
It's going to be a great card. Just when Eddie Hearn ran up and down that card, it's good fights up and down it, especially from the top three upwards. It's going to be a great night of boxing. But staying on Jack Catterall, who wins this fight, he's going to get that, looks like the talk about the Josh Taylor rematch, or that Devin Haney pro-grade winner out in the US for a WBC world title. I mean, does Jack feel pressure? Have you seen anything? Because it seems like Jack he doesn't show much. Do you know what I mean? He seems to always be focused, laser focused on the task at hand. But how's he been in terms of his how focused he is in this camp? Because he can't look past Jorge Linares, because there is huge fights for him next.
Nah, Jack's always focused. He's always on it. He's dead laid back. I think he's so laid back he could lie down at times. But I feel like he's very focused on Saturday night. He's going to put on a big performance. He knows what he's got to do, and then he's on to bigger and better things.
As you talk about bigger and better things, obviously that Haney pro-grade winner is, and when I think about Jack fighting one of them two, I think an absolutely great fight, especially if it's out in Vegas or New York or wherever it may be. I mean, that's going to be wonderful for Jack at this stage of his career.
Unbelievable. It would be unbelievable to get a win over a name like Haney or Prograis. He's putting himself in the history books, isn't he? And then getting a world title from it as well. He's sitting right at the top there, right at the top of the tree.
Cameron, listen, obviously you're from the North East. You're making your debut in the North East as a professional. How are you feeling about that? Do you feel any pressure on that? You're just loving life at the moment?
Nah, no pressure. It's all exciting for me. I love it. I've wanted to be in this spot for such a long time. I'm just trying to take it all in, keep my feet firmly on the ground, because I know as quick as all this comes, it can go with one slip up. So keep my feet on the ground and just trying to enjoy every moment.
Definitely, and that 1-1 for me. Obviously, Jack Catterall, your stablemate's headlining here. Can we see you headlining Newcastle? Obviously, Pat McCormack said he's going to be doing it. I mean, like I said, there's the Reese brothers as well. They're fantastic. Can we see you headlining in that Newcastle area? I mean, you've said, I think I asked you about the St James's Park and all that sort of stuff, and you said it's the world title that you want. The St James's Park's probably like a a tag on in that dream. So can you sell that stadium? It's a huge stadium, but can you see yourself in the future? Because there's loads of talk when Ritson was about that stadium fight. Can you do it?
Getting goosebumps talking about it now, but now I would love to do it. Of course I would. I'd love to fill that stadium out one day. It is a dream of mine. It's on the list, but one step at a time. I'm looking forward to November 11, putting on a big performance, and then hopefully get out once again before the end of the year.
I think I put too much pressure on you talking about St James's Park. You've not even had your second professional fight yet. But listen, final prediction from question then. Jack Catterall, Jorge Linares, how does Jack win?
I think Jack stops him late. I think he's going to hurt him to the body. I think Jack's better, and I think he's got every area covered. Do you know what I mean? I think he's going to outbox him, outsmart him. I think he's going to be a little bit stronger, just for being a natural 140. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing how it plays out. But I believe Jack stops him late.
It's going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to it. Cameron, thank you so much, brother, and I'll see you in Newcastle on the 11th. Thank you, mate. Thank you.